Two men with thought-provoking intellect, a rousing discussion with a hint of humor. He says this, I say that, with a host that...
Bruh, it's a podcast.
Hi, I would like to welcome you all to our latest episode of Bruh, It's a Podcast. I'm your host, Courtney. We got our two all-stars, Q&E with us. You see, that was a little nod to the MJ documentary. How you guys doing today?
Yo, what up?
Happy Thursday to everyone. We're almost there. We're going to make it. Doing good, man. How you?
Doing good, man. Glad to hear from you guys.
Every single time you say bruh, Courtney.
Probably because you guys make me really self-conscious about the bruh. Like, every week it's a different bruh, and I'm trying to add bass to it, and it just doesn't hit the way I want it to.
Just stick with treble. That's your thing. That's your comfort zone.
Bruh, it's a podcast.
Bruh.
I'm trying to copy the clip from the internet, the one where he's like, bruh, like that one. That's what I'm
How was he like?
Bruh, I can't do it.
Wow. You guys don't get to see him doing this Black Power song every time he says it.
I feel like that's where the strength comes in when I say that. I'm going to get better. There's going to be one episode where I do this, and you guys are going to be amazed at the bruh. I promise you.
I believe that.
I don't. Next question.
So we got our first fan question, and I wanted to let you guys hear it, get your thoughts. I'll play it right now.
Hey guys, hope y'all are staying safe and healthy. I must say that listening and laughing along with y'all is exactly what's needed during these times, so keep up the good work. So I have a question. It would be interesting to hear y'all's opinions on women's hair. Like, I'm talking any and every type of hair, be inclusive. Things like, the good hair debate, opinions on natural hair versus permed hair, weaves, braids, locks, short hair, long hair, bald heads, crazy hairstyles, crazy hair colors. Basically, like, how all this fits into, like, dating life and professional life, like the whole bit. So no politically correct answers. So can't wait to hear this one play out. Thanks. Bye.
All right. That's a great first question. I'm terrified.
No, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Before we begin, I just want to say thank you. I want to thank you for breaking the ice. On behalf of the show, I just want to hand this over to my boy Q. Wow. I know that this is his foray. Go ahead, Q. Take it away.
First, that's messed up. And I know why you're doing that.
There's no politically correct answers, bro. Speak your truth.
Okay.
Let it loose.
I'm actually terrified considering she specifically said no politically correct answers.
It's almost
what is she trying to do?
It's almost like she knows him.
It's fine.
Go ahead, Q. Let it rip.
Hey, Q. No, I was just gonna say we got your back until we don't. That's all that I was gonna say.
That's fair. Listen, hair is a touchy subject with a lot of people.
For you, specifically.
No, I mean, I prefer natural. I prefer the person that just wakes up, combs it, brushes it, puts some grease on it. Once you start getting an amount of it from the Chinaman,
Bruh,
and stuffing it in there, or
by that you mean beauty supply. I'm translation.
Or there's some black women that are walking around with some shiny Panamanian hair thinking we don't know any better, even though they're not Panamanian. See, that's when I get aggravated. So I prefer natural. As especially if it's my sisters, they don't need to go overboard with all of the weave going all the way down. I like some simple braids.
But what if it makes her feel pretty, Q? See, because if you look at it from a male's perspective, for example, I like to go with the low cut. Now they have frohawks and mohawks and Gumbies are back and they want to do all these type of haircuts. I just keep it a dark season with waves, maybe a little fade, something like that. But
absolutely not.
Some people
absolutely not. When I was in my 20s, I dated briefly a very nice looking woman that had that low haircut that you speak of, and we had a horrible accident that you podcasters aren't going to let me say on air.
So let me get this straight. You don't even like a woman with the low cut?
You know what? In some instances, if it's going to make your face poke out like you're a guy, then no.
Okay, I want to hear about the story. What was the story?
Really?
Yeah. What was the accident?
Okay, fine. I was in my 20s. I was working at Nextel, a young lady with the hair that we speak of. She was low, almost bald, very attractive. We went out, had a good time. Afterwards, One thing led to another. Long story short, I looked down and saw what appeared to be Nas having fun in my lap, and it caused me to vomit.
I don't even know what just happened here. Courtney snickered. I still don't get the joke. I don't understand.
No, we should move on.
I don't get it. I legit don't get it. But the crazy part is I'm scared and I don't think I want to get it. So we're going to move on along. What I was initially saying was, hey, guys switch up their haircuts and their hair looks, so show to the female she should feel comfortable too as well. But I will say, the low cut, it only works on
Holly Berry.
There you go. Okay. It only works on a particular person. A look does not work for every single person. But yeah, you should do what you want. But I mean, she said between the relationship life and the professional life, some hairstyles might work for you and your self-confidence, but it doesn't work for the workplace. It doesn't work for the workplace. If you got some kind of rainbow weave, I don't think a lot of people's going to be taking you seriously in the corporate world. As long as you feel beautiful, you go, girl. Do your thing.
There's a lot of hairstyles out there. Everyone looks good in different ones. It kind of depends. In terms of preference, for me, it's always as natural as possible.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just my personal preference. I like natural. I like my pillows not to need a lot of maintenancing after a person leaves. So I'm a natural guy.
Simplicity is beauty for Q. Got you. But have your fun, girl. Do your thing. But can your man get mad at you for your hairstyle, though?
Now, that's a good question. Nah. Of course he can.
Court says no.
Of course he
can. So Court, you mean that you're going to be attracted to every single decision that your girl or your spouse makes? Are you sure?
No, but I can't be mad. Okay. Maybe because my hair looks crazy sometimes. So I feel like there's probably a line that I have to draw with myself when it comes to like what I can and what I can't say. Because if I start arguing with a female and she just points to my head, I'm going to be offended. So I think I got to be able to draw the line and say, look, there's some battles I can't win.
But what about, for example, some women don't like facial hair. Now, this doesn't mean anything for you, Courtney, because you got a baby face. But for Q, for example, you got a beard. What if your girl told you got to cut your beard? How would you feel about that?
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
That's like a black man's strength. That's like Samson.
Exactly.
I don't trust a man with no facial hair. That's why I never turn my back on Courtney. Exactly. You gotta let her spread her wings. But everybody has their preferences, and I hope in a relationship you're honest enough to tell each other the truth and how you really feel.
Y'all brought up a good question. Surely your mate can't chop her hair while you're at work completely off and it be okay with you.
No. Okay, I will agree with you on that. I have a lot of female friends that I've heard this, and even family members. I want to cut my hair off.
Big chop. That's what
I don't think you should do that.
A big chop.
Okay, big chop. So then I say, I think, because I always hear about this, what they call like the awkward stage where they love it at first and they hate it when their hair grows to a certain length in this awkward stage. So I'm like, why do you continuously have this conversation when you all hate it in the middle of it? So that's one of the things I've been confused about. So yeah,
you gotta
that's
go
the one time.
Man, you guys are so uneducated, man. In order for you to go natural from having the perm and stuff in your hair that ruins your hair, you have to do the big chop so it can grow back. And eventually you have to shave off a little bit more to get those bad ends out so you can have full natural hair again. And yes, there's some people in the tweeting phase, they hate that. So that's when a lot of people like to wear wigs to cover it up and stuff like that.
Y'all lucky I can't get away with a wig, because I would.
That's too easy.
Courtney,
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay. All right. You spared you. You spared.
Yeah, man.
You spared.
The easy ones. We just let the easy ones go. We on another level.
Next question.
All right. So we finally wrapped up the MJ documentary. I wanted to get final thoughts. The flu game being the bad pizza game. I have an important question for you guys, because if I ordered a pizza and 5 men showed up at my door with the pizza, I'm not eating it. I'm just not. So I'm confused at why Michael Jordan decided to say, hey, here's 5 guys 20 years earlier before it became a burger joint. And he decided that he was going to eat the pizza that was delivered by 5 men at the same time. Like, what's up?
Do you guys know the backstory to some pizza?
No, what's the backstory?
Oh, all right. Let me give you my investigative journalism. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's not breaking news because it's over 25 years old. But breaking news to you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, Jordan was with a couple of gentlemen, as we know, Tim Grover, his best friend, and so forth, yada, yada, yada. And Jordan was late for dinner, and they all ate dinner without him. So when he was hungry, he was the only one who was hungry, so he ordered a pizza. And then he said, since y'all ate dinner without me, ain't none of y'all having some of this pizza. So when the pizza was delivered, he allegedly spit on the pizza to make sure that nobody else would have any. Yes,
What?
sir. Needless to say, he ate the pizza and got the bubble guts.
That sounds like Mike.
That sounds like anybody. Stop lying. Don't just put it on Mike. If everybody ate beside you and did wait for you, you're a little cranky. I know you get cranky when you don't eat Q. So you're a little cranky. So when it's your time to eat, of course you do something like spit on the pizza so nobody else can have it. We all can see every one of us doing that. So then he eats the pizza all by himself, and then 2:30, he's calling his mom. That's the backstory behind it. But you are correct. It is a little suspicious that five guys are trying to order the pizza. I'm sorry, five guys are trying to deliver the pizza, and you're a little sus. But at the same time, if you call yourself Black Jesus, there's a certain level of confidence that you might have that you think you can overcome anything.
Or maybe he just had a fantasy about five guys and a pizza.
That cannot be the explanation for Michael Jordan accepting a pizza from Five Guys. I will not accept that.
Five different guys. Stop saying five guys like it's the burger joint. It's five different guys. Like you make it sound like you ordered a pizza from Five Guys. So that's not what happened.
That's what confuses me, though. Like, I feel like that's just too much.
I've been to Utah. Utah is different in regards to it's not like as active as most other major cities. Then again, Utah's a state, but I'm talking about Salt Lake in general because I've been to Salt Lake. That being said, if it's a small hotel room, it's a smaller community, people know who's there. I'm delivering a pizza to Michael Jordan's room. You're going to bring your boys, you're trying to see who Jordan is.
No, I understand that point. If I was Michael Jordan and I saw that, I would say, no, I'm doing something else, guys. Thank you for this, but this was a little
Courtney,
off.
I've seen you hungry, and you're lying to the people. If you're lying to the people, you're lying to the people. If you would have got a pizza and you didn't eat it, it's 10:30 at night, you better give me my pizza. And matter of fact, I know you would have spat on that pizza. So I don't even know why you're trying to lie to the people. This is an honest podcast. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm not Michael Jordan. I could just reorder a pizza to come back.
Not in Utah, brother. That pizza's going to become a breakfast pizza. That's what's going to happen.
Okay, so what are your final thoughts on the documentary? Yeah, it was a little much.
It was. The documentary did its job in representing the story of Michael Jordan through Michael Jordan's perspective. I don't see how else he could have been more glorified or celebrated for his accomplishments. But as we discussed earlier, when you do the job, you get to flex your weight.
All right, well, I mean, I thought the documentary was a little overrated. It was supposed to be this last dance. Like, I forgot until episode 9 that it was actually about the Bulls and not just a Michael Jordan documentary. So that was one thing that I was like, oh, this was literally just supposed to glorify Michael Jordan. So it was a little overrated in that sense. And I wish they would have kind of gone into some of the more darker details about the Michael Jordan, stories that we've heard in the past. But it was good information. And I think the youth of this era get to understand why we kind of hold him to such a height.
Narcissistic. We all knew that, though. One thing I will say about him is that some of the athletes that we glorify today, as good as they are, imagine if they put their family aside, they put their kids aside, they put their life and everything else under the sun aside just to be the best ever, which is what he did in a sense, which is why most people hate him. It's a lot of dedication involved. And a lot of people nowadays, man, ain't nobody trying to do all that. That's the bottom line.
But I mean, I think you're undercutting the athletes. Isn't that the job of an athlete, though? I don't get to have Christmas with my children because I'm playing on Christmas Day in another city. I miss my son's birthday because I have a game in Sacramento. Like, that is the job. Granted, I get paid millions of dollars for it, but that is the job. Is you're doing the job, you're missing out, and you're doing a sacrifice to do that. If anything, Mike deserves credit because he was all in.
He was all in more than most people I can recall. You never saw Michael Jordan's kids when he was playing basketball.
But do you think he wanted that, though?
I think so.
I'm saying, do you think he wanted to show his kids? That's what I'm saying. I think it's a totally different dynamic. If Michael didn't like how much attention he was getting personally, according to the documentary, maybe he didn't want his children to endure that. For example, LeBron handles the publicity better than Michael. Not saying that he's as popular as Michael was during his time period, but at least he seems to enjoy it more. And you see, he puts his family on. Maybe Michael wanted to keep his family out the limelight on purpose because he didn't want them to go through his shadow.
No, he ain't want them to get take any of their attention away from him. That's what he ain't want. And his sons were booty anyway, but that's another conversation.
Living in the shadow. Living in the shadow. I don't know. If I was famous, I don't know if I would want my kids to have to go through that too. I think something should be left out of the limelight. But hey, maybe you want your children to be with you when you make it to the Podcast of the Year awards.
I do want to give a shout out to like all basketball fans. This documentary was fun to look at. It was definitely needed in this time that we're in. And we're going to be releasing our bonus episode next week. So just be on the lookout for that. It's going to be a new fun format. So we're really excited to get that to you guys.
That's exciting.
All right. I wanted to ask you guys, another thing that keeps popping up on our mystery platform is relationships and just different aspects of it. And one thing that we've been asked is, should you be able to share all secrets with a significant other?
Oh, that's an easy question. Absolutely. You should be able to share your secrets with your spouse. But do you? Absolutely not. But you should be able to. You should be able to, but you don't. You know why? Because there's certain things that Q is ashamed of, and he will never, ever, ever say anything. Ain't that right, Q?
Yeah. Like a normal person. Should you share all your secrets? No. Who does that? What kind of Cinderella Snow White land is this? You have secrets for a reason. They're what make you who you are. We all carry around a burden. Imagine you got some person in there, your soulmate, and when I was 10, my daddy was punishing me, and I robbed a bank when I was 21. I changed my identity 3 times. Keep that to yourself. Why are you gonna tell someone these things? No one tells someone everything except a sucker.
And this is our monthly segment of Q hating marriage. This right here. For the record, Q, your spouse cannot what's the proper term? Dag nabber. And I went to college. What a clown.
Testify?
For the record, Q, your spouse cannot testify against you. So you don't need to hide anything. Like, for example, the fact that you have changed your name 3 times. The real question is, why have you changed your name 3 times? Not the fact that you have changed your name 3 times. And which alias did you feed this person, Q? Is it the real Q, or is it the third Q you've been? Who knows? I think sometimes people just don't tell each other because they forget. There's things that you've forgotten about yourself that you're not reminded until some random occurrence happened.
I don't forget
So
nothing.
you purposely don't tell your secrets. So
Absolutely. I know what I had for lunch every day in the 3rd grade.
So secrets should be hidden, Q. Like, if it's detrimental to the relationship, or are you just saying if it's embarrassing, or what are we getting?
All of that. All of that. What is the point of telling every secret?
So here.
No.
Do you want to know the secrets, Q?
No.
Then that's fair. If you don't want to know the secrets, then I can understand why you don't want to tell secrets. But for the narcissist who doesn't want to tell, but wants to know everything, shame on you. If a spouse would tell something you didn't want to know, Q would run. I don't want to know it. I don't want to know it. So I respect it.
I have an example.
We love these.
So I met a young woman. I won't say her name, Carlene. And what she did was, we started a relationship, and she's like, now we're a couple of months, maybe 6, 7, 8 months in now. She's like, I just feel so close with you. I feel like I should share everything. And, I'm young and stupid. I'm still learning. Back, I'm like y'all age. So I'm like, yeah, baby, yeah, tell me everything, So she says, well, my last relationship, I was dating my best friend's husband. And I just feel so bad about, sometimes I feel bad. And we would hold hands and the ring would be in the way. And she never found out. And it just bothers me. It should bother you. You are a hoe.
I did not see the story going this way, ladies and gentlemen. I did not.
And our relationship has just concluded. Please exit the vehicle and don't touch my clucking chicken.
That's where you draw the
Had
line.
Had to let it go, man. And you see, I didn't need to know
So-
that story. And I would have side-eyed her for the rest of our lives.
You've been wondering if she's dating your best friend. You've been wondering if she was
Well,
dating me.
She ultimately did, but whatever.
She did not date me. That was a joke. She did not date me. But my goodness. See,
So-
Hugh, I feel for you, man. All of these emotions you have just come from a place of hurt.
I don't have emotion no more. I'm a thug.
Yes. Sure, you don't have the emotions.
I don't think that's a word I would use to.
You
I don't
doesn't
think
have
that's a
no
word I would
emotions?
use to describe you, Q.
Bruh, I am a thug. I got 4 vowels in my name.
There are certain things that I don't want to know, so I don't ask them. But if I ask you, I want to know. But what I will tell you is I might not willingly come out and tell you information, but if you ask me, I'm going to tell you. If you get mad, you by yourself. You shouldn't ask.
One of my boys, and I won't say his name because he's one of my boys.
Oh, we were expecting the
So-
name.
No. Shout out to Chuck, though. Shout out to Chuck. He came to my house in tears. He's engaged, getting ready to get married, and he made a mistake that brothers just can't
Please
make.
do not tell me he asked how many.
Worse, he asked, "Am I your best lover?"
Oh no.
To which her response
Yeah.
was, "I love what we do, and that's all you need to know."
See,
And he couldn't handle
that
it.
is a
He had
lesson
breakdown.
for every human being, not only for men, but for every human being. Do not ask questions you don't want the answers to. I promise you.
That's
No,
what we
that's
do.
not what we do. That's what y'all do. I promise you, I will not tell you that dress makes you look fat. I will not do that to you. I will not do it to you.
See, that's the
But
trap.
if you ask me, does this dress make me look fat? I will give you an honest answer and say yes. And if you get mad at me, I'm going to look at you and say, you asked me, your problem. And I'm going to turn around and walk away.
I will just politely ask if you have some pants to put
Because
on.
you look fat. That's what you're going to say. That's what you're going to say.
That part's implied.
Oh,
You don't need to say it. All you got to do is you keep looking at them like someone spinning a globe, and they'll figure it out. Oh, I must look fat in this. Just keep turning your head all crazy like a globe is spinning. They'll know why, and they'll just go change without you saying anything.
We
I would like
probably
to
need to
warn
put
the
together
audience
a
to take
list.
relationship advice from Q. I would like to warn the audience. Good luck.
I feel like we should end this episode before we have to start playing the theme song for our relationship.
Don't make
advice,
me hit the
so
romantic music.
thank you everybody for coming in. We appreciate you joining us. Look forward to seeing you guys next Thursday, where we're gonna hit you with our new episode and our bonus episode. Please be sure to hit us up on our socials, Instagram at Bruh It's a Podcast, and if you'd like to leave a message like our wonderful caller from Florida was able to, hit us up on anchor.fm/BIAP and leave us a voice message.
Yo,
And
Courtney,
with
you
that,
talk too much, man. Hit him with the tunes.
Bruh, 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 bruh. It's a podcast.